Louisiana grown and Louisiana proud. We get to know your favorite stars, from musicians and athletes to business owners and artists. Restoral Dental presents Homegrown, a KLFY Plus exclusive.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Homegrown. This is episode 6, and I can't believe we're already there. Today, we have a very exciting guest. We have KLFY's very own Britt Lofaso. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited for this one. And we debated this title of this episode. We were asking ChatGPT all the things. We landed on Behind the Breaking News with Britt Lofaso, but I wanted to say your other idea because you said lipstick, live shots, and Lofaso.
Yes.
Which is so fun. Maybe we should have gone with that one, but it's okay. Behind the breaking news we'll have to do for now. But Britt, thanks for being here. We're going to take it way back, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. And I probably will know a lot of these things about you, but our viewers don't. So I think it's going to be cool for them. Like this face they see on TV every day, they'll get to know like who that person really is. So let's hear about your childhood. Where are you from?
I'm from Hammond. Both my parents grew up in Houma. They met in Houma and they moved to Hammond, and then they had me and my little sister. And I lived there my entire life.
So you are one of two.
Yes. I have a little sister, Kelly. She's an architecture student right now at UL.
That's amazing. My parents both graduated from architecture school at UL. I think you might know that, but that's a hard program. So I hope that she's doing well.
Yeah, she's struggling, but she's getting there.
Good. Okay, what were you like as a kid? Or was Britt Lofaso the same bubbly, outgoing person that she is now, or were you different as a kid?
Oh my gosh, you're asking me to go back 20.
I know. I need to know.
8 years ago to my childhood. From what my dad tells me, because I mean, childhood is always such a blur, right?
Yeah.
Whenever I was a little kid, I was definitely the one that liked to like get up on stage. And
So the same person.
while we were at the restaurant. Okay, but wait, we were at a restaurant and I wanted to be on stage if they had a stage and dance and stuff. But as I got older, like middle school, high school, I was kind of shy.
Okay.
I could be shy. Mm-hmm. If I didn't know you well enough, I was definitely a shy girl. But then you started to get to know me and then I would open up, right?
Yeah.
I think college, that started to get a little bit more like comfortable with yourself, as you're growing up, a little bit more confident with yourself. And I want to say this job just like took all the shyness out of me that I ever had, to be honest, because you have to put yourself in such weird situations.
Yeah, and you have to be okay with it. And then that goes on TV for people to see.
Yeah. So you really have to be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's some days where I'm just wandering around a neighborhood by myself, talking to strangers. Hey, did you hear what happened last weekend? I don't know any of these people. They don't know me.
Yeah.
So it breaks you, but in a good way.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Yeah, I think I kind of had the same thing, but I have this thing where I'm still, I would say, more on the shy side, but in my professional setting, I'm able to just flip this switch and I can just talk to anybody. And like I can talk to somebody for like an hour if I have to. Is it like the same for you? Like are you able to like flip a switch, or are you kind of like the same in and out of work?
I try to be the same, but there's always that pressure to be on, right? Because people see you on TV and you're like, woo, woo, woo.
Right.
But then you see me in the grocery store and I might have my sweatpants on and my glasses on, and everybody gets in those moods where you just don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, hi, you're Britt. And I'm like, hi.
Yeah.
And not in a rude way, you know what I mean? It's just
You're exhausted.
Yeah, you're exhausted and you have to kind of turn it on sometimes because people want what they see on TV, right? Mm-hmm. But I think another thing about this job is it completely broke the people pleasing part that I had inside of me. Like I always wanted to make sure everybody was happy and you liked me. And then a couple of years as a journalist, as a reporter, as an anchor, I don't know if I stopped caring, which I think actually made me a better journalist because you have to ask some really hard questions sometimes. And you're talking to people on the hardest day of your life and you're overthinking. There's a lot that goes on in my head whenever I'm doing interviews.
Yeah.
But it broke me from that.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer afraid of, I guess, I don't want to say hurting people's feelings.
You know what? I'm not afraid to be mean to you, so watch out. No, but I get it. I know what you're mean. I know what you're saying. But you also said like how outside of work, like in the grocery store, you're like in your sweatpants, whatever. So is the day-to-day Britt Lofaso more chill and casual than, you know, the dolled up Britt that we see on TV?
No. Okay, so I'm an introverted extrovert, right? Like, I mean, my whole family knows like I'm energetic, and I'm always energetic, but I definitely need my recharge at home with a book, with my dogs. Don't talk to me for 45 minutes. Let me chill.
Yeah.
So I am always just like high energy and excited and woo, butterflies, rainbows, except whenever I need to recharge.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You pick it up and I'm putting down?
No, for sure. And we were talking about road shows because we had a road show. We've been having road shows kind of every Friday, and how it's just, it can be like overstimulating. The job can, like, you know, there's so many sounds and so many things, and you're talking to people, and like you said, you have to be on all the time. And for me, that gets overstimulating. So I'm the same way. Like after work, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm like, can we please not have a conversation right now? Like, let's save this for later. Yeah, like you said, recharge.
So human, right? That's
Yeah.
such like a human thing that I think everybody goes through. But then sometimes in this job, like I might be having a stressful day, and then they want me to ad lib about weather for a minute. And of course, nobody at home wants to hear me complaining about my life. Like, oh, well, I woke up late today and I'm really tired and I only got 2 hours of sleep. So you have to, you know, okay, put on your smile. We're going to, sometimes you just don't want to, right?
I know.
But it's also our job. This is what we get paid to do.
Right. And I think
Work
you
is
love your
hard.
job.
I do.
I can tell. Yeah.
I do really, really like my job. I'm really passionate about it. I actually look forward to turning stories. I love the whole process. I love talking to people, meeting new people, and then I have always really loved writing. I remember writing fan fictions about One Direction whenever I was in sixth grade. I've always just had a knack for it. I liked it.
Yeah.
And I really like editing. I like capturing moments in time and then revisiting those.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what journalism is, right?
Well, you are in the perfect career for you, and you're really good at what you do. And we're going to talk more about that after the break. You guys don't go anywhere.
Homegrown is sponsored by Restoral Dental, making the best dentures in Lafayette. Restoral Dental.
Welcome back, everyone. Getting to know News 10's Britt Lofaso today. Britt, we talked a little bit about your upbringing in Hammond. You also, didn't you play softball for a while?
Yeah,
Like a
I
long
did play
time.
softball.
Okay, so that's a big part of your childhood too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, so I have a single dad. Gosh, I don't want to get like too deep and sob story and sad. But I lost my mom whenever I was 4. So my dad, he's, you know, in his 30s, breast cancer. I feel like everybody's probably wondering. Breast cancer. And she was diagnosed whenever my sister was she was pregnant. So she was pregnant whenever she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she delayed treatment until, because the doctors were telling her, hey, you have to have an abortion. You got to, like, we have to fix you. We can't do chemotherapy and all these things. And so my mom waited until my little sister was born. I don't even know if you know this.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
You asked me the childhood thing earlier, and I was like, do I go into it? Do I not go into it?
Yeah.
But okay, whatever. Now I'm warmed up and we're talking. And
Yeah.
so she delayed treatment for all 9 months, had my little sister, and then she went into the treatment. But it was kind of too late at that point. Like, it had developed, and my sister was born healthy, but my mom still had breast cancer, and my mom actually died on my sister's 2nd birthday. I was 4. My dad was late 30s. Okay, so I do love this one story, though. I'm going to start crying if I talk about this too long, so let me just get this story out. It's sweet. It's sad, but it's sweet. So my dad gets the call on my sister's 2nd birthday. He's on his way to get a cake to bring to Kids World at our daycare we're at. And they're like, hey, your wife passed away. And he's like, okay. And instead of going to the hospital, he goes to the bakery, picks up the cake, and brings it to my little sister so she could still have the most fabulous 2nd birthday. And I just think that was so sweet. So you asked me, sorry, you talked about softball, but I'm thinking softball, me and my sister both did it. And that's how we got really, really, I think that bonded us together as a family, because we were like, what do we do now? So as me and my sister started growing up, my dad wanted something that would, bond all of us.
Yeah.
And so we would spend every single weekend at the softball fields.
Yeah,
Me and my
all three
sister and
of
my
you.
dad growing up, we both did travel ball. We both did high school ball. We both did rec ball. And it taught me so much, just like never quitting, never stopping. And the fact that my dad just always wanted to spend time with us doing that. He was so passionate about it. He gave up so many weekends.
Yeah.
Being there at the softball field. Okay. I love my dad. I'm going to start crying if I think about my dad.
I know you do. You were actually talking about this a couple weeks ago, I think, in the studio. I think we were like in a commercial break, and I remember you saying like, yeah, my dad is so awesome because he gave up so much and like spent all of his free time like watching us play softball. And I'm just like, oh, that's so awesome.
And
like, go dad.
Yes. And these were like the best years of his life, right? He's got like these 2 young girls. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like
He's
single
winging
dad.
it.
He is winging it. So he never really dated growing up because his focus was just on us. Like his 2 little girls.
That's beautiful.
And now I'm going to have to send this to my dad because I
I
talked about him.
know.
So hello, Dad. I love you very much, Dad. I don't know if I ever told you
I
any
love
of
you
those
too,
things.
Dad. You're awesome, Mr. Lofaso. We love you. Oh, I love that. Okay, so a huge part of your childhood, something that you and your family, like you said, bonded over, and it brought you all together. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
And then so whenever you went to LSU, because if you didn't know, she is a Tiger. Miss Lofaso is a Tiger. That's okay. We'll get over it. I went to UL, but that's fine. Did you play softball at LSU, or did you ever think about it?
No, I did try out.
Okay.
But I was like, no, it's not for me. I don't want to do. Softball was such a big part of my life that I was like, I want to be normal.
Yeah.
I want to be normal.
Yeah,
I want to
that's
be a
right,
college
because
athlete.
you're traveling all the time. And from what I've heard, I never played softball, but I mean, like, it's intense.
Super intense. Yeah, so I just wanted to enjoy the, I guess, college experience, you know?
Yeah.
Went to LSU, which is a party school.
Yeah, right. So what was that like, your transition from Hammond to Baton Rouge?
So I have a ton of family in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
All of my dad's siblings lived in Baton Rouge. He has 4.
Okay.
So I lived with them. And I was kind of bullied into going to LSU, by the way. I was thinking about going to University of Florida.
Poor you had to go to LSU.
I wanted to go to University of Florida.
Okay, that's a good one too.
But my family, they all graduated from LSU, every single one. So they kind of hyped it up. I say bullied, but they hyped it up to where I wanted to experience LSU. And then I gave it a chance and I was, okay, this is a pretty cool campus.
You loved it?
I loved it.
Okay,
I loved my years at LSU. Those are some of my fondest memories.
Good. And so you went to school for broadcasting.
I actually started as a psychology major.
Okay.
I flip-flopped. I went psychology,
I did the same
journalism, psychology, journalism. And it wasn't until I joined Tiger TV, which is the student-run broadcast organization over there, and I got to and I did my internships at WAFB and WWL in New Orleans, and I got to see just the energy of a newsroom, because the energy in here it's always chaotic. Everybody's, I loved it. Yeah. I loved the energy of a newsroom.
Yeah.
And I've always loved writing. I've always loved videography. Put it all together. I was like, this is the path I need to take. And so I stuck with journalism and I graduated in journalism with my minor in psychology because I still find just people's minds fascinating.
Yeah.
Hence my love for true crime, I think.
I know that's another fun fact about Britt. She loves true crime, reality TV. Yeah, we'll get to all that. We'll be right back after this break, though.
Homegrown is sponsored by Restoral Dental, making the best dentures in Lafayette. Restoral Dental.
Welcome back to Homegrown, featuring News 10's Britt Lofaso today. Britt, we were talking about your college experience. You joined Tiger TV at LSU. That's whenever you really discovered your love for this career path. And so you went for it. Was KLFY your first job out of college?
Yes, it was.
Okay, why did you decide to move to Lafayette? Because you're from Hammond, went to school and have family in Baton Rouge. What got you here?
Okay, well, do you want the PR answer or do you want the real answer?
The real answer.
The real answer
The real
is
answer.
I had 4 job offers and KLFY offered me the most money.
Okay, there
Girl's
we
gotta
go.
make her money.
Yes, it's all about
okay,
the
but
money.
if our boss is listening, it's because I loved the station and I just thought it was a fabulous fit.
So we're going to edit this in two ways. The one that Michael Sipes sees is going to say that you love Calify, you love Lafayette. And then the other one's going to be like, yeah, the money.
Yes, so the other options, it was South Dakota, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Lafayette.
South Dakota?
Yeah.
The state?
The state of South
You applied in South Dakota?
No, they reached out to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Getting recruited. Wow. Okay, wait. So it was South Dakota, Calify,
Mississippi, Tennessee.
Mississippi, and Tennessee. Okay. Those are some good options. Tennessee would have been cool.
Yeah. But
It's
I mean,
so far from
it would have
home,
changed the whole course of my life because
Yeah.
whenever I moved here, I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
And I think about a year in, I met my boyfriend, Lane, the love of my life, my
You've
little
been with him for
Cajun
so
boy
long.
from Opelousas. Yeah. And I mean, this is the boy I'm gonna marry, you know? So I can't picture my life without him. So now I'm like, oh, actually, I have a crazy story about that.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know if you believe the universe and spiritual, whatever you believe. Okay, so I was dating this boy in college. Redact the name. We're gonna call him Tom, okay?
Tom.
We dated for 4 years in college, and I wasn't really sure about Tom. Tom was starting to talk about marriage and proposal, and I'm like 20, 21 at the time, and I'm like, oh,
Very young,
wait,
yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't marriage. It was this guy in particular that I was
Okay,
like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if I see it. And I would ask everybody that I knew, like my dad and everybody who's always been in relationships, how do you know when this person is the one? And everybody just said, you just know. And that would make me so mad.
I know.
I was like, well, I don't just know.
It's like, come on, give me an actual answer.
Yeah, so I'm actually interning in New Orleans at WWL, and the reporter and photographer I was with said, hey, go get Chick-fil-A. And I was like, well, I'm not hungry. And they were like, just go. And I was like, okay, they must have to talk about something important. They want me out of the car, whatever. So I'm standing in line in Chick-fil-A, and this woman is behind me staring at me, and I'm like, what does she want? What is going on? Like, she was staring at me kind of funny. And later, after I ordered, she comes up to me, and she goes, are you married? And I said, no. She said, are you in a long-term relationship? And I said, yeah, I've been dating Tom for 4 years. She said, well, God wants you to know that this is not your person. And she told me so many intimate details about my relationship that I was like, this is crazy. And she's ended with, and if you do not end things with him, you are never going to find the person that God has for you. So I kept that in the back of my head, but half of me was like, okay, she's a crazy lady.
Yeah.
Stayed with Tom for like another year.
Oh gosh.
Finally broke up with Tom, I think in 2020 during the pandemic.
Okay. Perfect time to do so.
A month later, I met Blaine. And a month after meeting Blaine, I was like, I know it. Like, this is my guy. And what I did not feel in 4 years with the ex, immediately felt. And I was like, oh, this is what people are talking about when they say, you just know.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So that's a cool story if you're into spirituality and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. You know what's so weird too is like we talk about Blaine all the time because I mean we see each other every day, but I think I've only met Blaine once.
He's so chill.
At a Christmas party.
He's so chill. He's
like,
the opposite
I
of me.
know so much about this man and he doesn't know who I am.
He definitely knows who you are. He knows everybody at the stage because he watches.
Oh, he watches?
Maybe. I hope he does.
My friends and family don't watch.
He might not watch.
Honest.
He might not.
Yeah, we need better supporters taking new applications for friends, okay? No, my friends are gonna watch this and I'm gonna get in trouble. But okay, so we covered the boyfriend, we covered the college, we covered how you got to Lafayette, and
You're
I
good
wanted
at
to
this.
go.
It's almost like you do this for a living or something.
Oh my gosh, thanks. Okay, I wanted to cover though, like the fun facts about Britt Lofaso because we talked about. You said you love true crime, you watch documentaries, podcasts, reality TV. I know that you're obsessed with reality. That's what she's always doing in between shows, by the way. What else do we need to know about Britt Lofaso?
I'm obsessed with my dogs. Like shelter dogs are
They're so
my everything.
cute.
I adopted JoJo whenever I was a junior in college. We thought she was gonna die. She was on the brink of death. I remember sitting in my living room eating a tub of butter pecan ice cream from Bluebell, freaking out because I'm a college kid. I don't have $2,000 to spend on this dog's surgery, you know. But everything turned out okay, and that is I've always liked animals, but whenever I got JoJo, I was like, animals are so cool.
Yeah.
So now I make having dogs my entire personality, really.
It's awesome, though. We love JoJo. She needs to come visit more.
She's so calm. I used to bring her on the weekends, actually, whenever I was the weekend anchor and producer. She would just sit in my desk every day.
She is so chill. How old is she now?
She's 10.
Oh, no.
I know.
That
I
makes me sad.
think about the fact that she's going to die every single time I look at her, but it's okay. It's fine.
I need dogs to start living for like 50 years because that's just, how messed up is that? Is that we get a dog and we can only have it for like 12 to 15 years?
I know. I wish I could take years off of my life and give it to JoJo.
No, actually, I had a dog, Apollo. I grew up with a black lab. Oh my gosh, yeah, we lost him at 12 years old.
Okay, I did have
Miss him.
We did have a Shih Tzu though. So my family dog, we got it when I was in
The small ones
first
always live
grade.
forever.
This dog, her name was Maggie May. She recently died 4 months ago, but it was time. She was 20. She was blind, deaf, wore diapers, and just constantly went like and if you touch her to go pet her, to love on her, freak out because she has no idea where she is.
20 years old is crazy.
20. So finally, I was like every time I go home to Hammonds where my dad still lives, I'd be like, okay, Maggie, like this is probably gonna be our last time seeing each other. Goodbye.
We've said our goodbyes
you.
15 times at this
For
point.
6 years, I was telling this dog goodbye.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so rest in peace. What, Maggie May? Rest in peace, Maggie May. We're going to end with that. We'll be right back with a really fun surprise for Britt. Welcome back. This is our last segment with Britt, unfortunately. So the chit chat is done. We have to play a game, okay? So this game, I'm going to tell you a fact about somebody, one of our on-air talent, and you have to guess who it is. I'll give you 4 options, and you have to guess who it is, okay? Some of these are like really funny too. Okay, so this is our first one. We're hopping right into it. Whose childhood nickname was Smurf? Lydia, Heath, Adam, or Renee?
I'm so glad you gave me multiple choice.
Yeah.
Okay, is this rapid fire? I'm going to go Adam.
Okay, no.
Was it you?
No, it was Heath.
Oh,
His nickname was Smurf.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder where that came from. He didn't tell me the backstory, but we need to ask him that today. Okay, who has driven a car at Daytona at 180 miles per hour? Chris Cozart, Elena, Zane, or Kai?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to go Elena.
No.
Okay, she's struck. I just recently met her. She struck me as the adventurous kind. So who was it?
Chris Cozart.
I did not see.
I
that
know.
was my last pick, actually.
I asked everybody to make these kind of hard because I wanted these to be hard for you. Okay, who used to work with penguins at an aquarium? Adam, Jasmine, Lainey, or Taylor?
That seems like such a Lainey job. She's such a sweetheart, but I feel like I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to go Lainey.
No, it's not Lainey. It
0
was
for
Adam.
3.
He worked with penguins at an aquarium.
How did I not know this?
Okay, who has a selfie with Carrie Underwood? Renee, George, Zane, or Elena?
Zane. It has to
Yes,
be Zane.
it is
I knew it was
Zane.
Zane because
Yeah.
he's a fanboy. For the artist
Yeah.
he loves,
Yeah.
fanboy.
Okay, so you knew that he's a fan of Carrie Underwood?
I didn't. I just
didn't
know
know
he
that.
loves music.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I just knew he's a fanboy.
Good context clues there. Okay, who, despite their career as an on-air TV personality, is an introvert? Lainey, Heath, Lydia, or Adam?
Heath.
It was me.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't think of anything interesting about myself.
That was a trick question. That was a trick question because I feel like you could both be introverted.
Yeah, true. I should have put someone else's name instead of Heath. But yeah, I couldn't think of anything else fun about myself, so I was like, yeah, I'm an introvert, and I feel like people might not know that watching me on TV. But
I would never
anyways.
guess that. Even talking
Yeah.
to you, like, we've worked for several years, and I would never have pegged you as an introvert.
Like I told you, I flip that switch. I walk in here and I like have this confidence out of nowhere. But
And
in
then
my day-to-day life, I'm like, don't look at me, don't talk to me.
She gets in her car after work and cries for 20 minutes. Mom, can you come pick me up?
No, actually, no. I'm just like drained at the end of this.
Mom, I'm scared.
Britt is like so high energy. I just can't. Okay. This is a good one. Who has played Santa and the Easter Bunny for like those kids photo ops,
Trevor.
you know? I haven't even said the names. Trevor's not even an option on here. Karaski, George, Jonathan, or Kai?
George.
Karaski.
Oh my God. I should have trusted my first instinct.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at myself.
Isn't that so funny? I love that he did that. Okay, whose nickname was the runner because they were scared of a lot of things when they were a kid? Jasmine, Lainey, Kai, or Adam?
Kai?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, the runner.
Second one.
Okay, who knows a lot of skyscraper trivia? Lydia. Hey. Lydia,
Really cool
Elena. Lydia, Elena, Jasmine, or Adam?
It's gotta be Adam.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just seems so Adam.
It's so Adam. So Adam to know skyscraper. We love you. It's just so Adam. Who has met two of the Backstreet Boys? Zayn, Taylor, Elena, or Trevor?
Zayn.
No.
I didn't even hear the other options. That was Zayn.
Taylor.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I have a friend. My friend's boyfriend performed with the Backstreet Boys.
No way.
Whenever he went on tour. He's just like a gymnastics teacher in Buffalo right now.
Oh.
But he was... Okay, that's time for another story. Keep going
Wait,
with the
no,
questions.
that's great. Okay, no, there's only one more. Okay.
Okay.
Who wanted to be a paleontologist and dig up dinosaur bones? Adam, Zayn, Lainey, or Trevor?
You're making me realize I don't know any of my coworkers like I thought I did. Trevor.
Yeah.
Look
yeah.
Look at me.
I feel like that one's also very Trevor. Like, he wanted to be a paleontologist and dig up dinosaur bones. Of course he did.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I got some right.
Yeah, you did get a few right. Yeah. What was the craziest one? I think to me, when I was asking everybody these, the one that surprised me the most was probably, well, either the Daytona driving a car at 180 miles an hour, Chris Cozart. I couldn't see that. That one surprised me. And then also Karaski being the Easter Bunny and Santa. I think that's awesome.
That's so good.
I love that.
Now, okay, Christmas is very soon, and I think we're going to have to get Karaski a Santa costume.
We do, because I haven't done a photo op with Santa in so long. Like, since I was a kid.
Maybe he can hand us out presents. Karaski just has to buy everybody presents.
Yeah. Hey, so this is coming out of your check, actually. You have no choice. Sorry, Ski. Okay, well, thank you so much, Britt. We're out of time. This was so fun.
This is really fun.
I hope we
I'll
kept
come
it
back.
PG enough. Our editor, Brandon, is going to make sure that it's all good.
Good. There was a
thank
few
you so
times where I
much.
thought something, I was like, okay, I can't say that.
Yeah, we have to keep it clean for the
Yes,
folks.
yes.
But okay, thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Britt, and we'll see you guys for your next episode of Homegrown.
Homegrown is sponsored by Restoral Dental, making the best dentures in Lafayette. Restoral Dental.